Team ban. Ten seconds remaining.
Ah, come on.
Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Dire team pick. Radiant team pick. Dire team pick. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Dire team ban.
I don't feel comfortable with this. Being Ancient Apparition just makes me feel a little sad already, even before the game starts.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining.
Yeah, definitely. I was just thinking of
5
how
seconds remaining.
sometimes when these games go really badly for the Ancient Apparition and you're against an Invoker,
Reserve time.
time and time again, I've actually seen Ancient Apparition with like brown boots and try to work towards the Midas, so they have no stats at all. And they get hit by one.
Dire team
They
ban.
get hit by one tornado and then Sunstrike, and they're just dead. Like that's all it takes. So hopefully it doesn't come to that.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
There's also the potential for a mid gank too. The old feet into Searing Chains actually might be enough to happen. I think you might need one more support to rotate with you, but it's also a possibility. That's a really good point. I'm not too sure how I feel about a second pick Ancient Apparition. I mean, if anything, I think Chilling Touch is probably the only justification I have for such an early Ancient Apparition pick, because overall it kind of similar to Luna's Aura. Like Chilling Touch also makes you win a tri-lane or completely dominate an offlaner if they decide to show up. Level 1 Roche for the... Is that enough damage? Magic damage though, right? It doesn't really do too much to Roshan. Well, I mean, when it comes to level 1 Roshan, it pretty much requires the whole team. Either that or you got some Ursa strat going for you. Not to mention their... Well, actually, you know, there's no dire advantage anymore, so they wanted to go for it. That's... I don't think we're gonna see that though.
Radiant team pick.
Okay. If I was Faceless, pick Ice, Magnus, like...
10 seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
just pick it out here and go for Lifestealer or something.
5 seconds remaining.
That's Rubik. I don't think there's too much of a reason to... I think it's good, but you don't really have to pick if you really want to hide your other cores.
Faceless Void.
Dire team pick.
It could be Black Void as well, yeah. I can't remember, but I just remembered it was a very damage-heavy build.
Radiant team pick.
Warriors Gaming pulling out the experimentation drafts.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Behold the Horn of Magnus.
Alright, they take the Magnus. Instead of a third pick, they go for the fourth pick instead. Really... I mean, I think with the Magnus as well, he actually could just go more defensively if he wants. Even have to go as offensively, because the Empower should be a decent buffer for him in the early phase.
Radiant team.
I haven't seen this in so long. We got some old school draft here. This is why they picked up AA immediately. Why?
10 seconds remaining.
I think it's that, and it's also that this is like probably one of the best setup hero, not setup heroes, but follow-up heroes for a relocate gank. This is just completely, everything's global, right? The Ember Spirit, Searing Change catches out someone, then you have a relocate and a potential Ancient Apparition ult coming in.
Dire team ban. Seconds remaining.
I am inclined to agree with you, but still not gonna say like disagree with the fact that this lineup is gonna be pretty exciting to watch. I just really hope that it does better than the last lineup. I think Wisp is a little better than CM. At least you have a big strong carry save you. Last game he just got picked off over and over again, trying to get out vision for his team by himself or by herself.
Dire team.
I mean, you know, at the same time, like you say, while Magnus and Void and Invoker are all really good, it's still not exactly as easy as you make it out to be, because you have to be, you know, positioned perfect for that, and then you end up finishing, you know, blink daggers and stuff like that. It's not exactly the easiest to deal with coming relocate.
5 seconds.
So I think Warriors Gaming has some time to line up work. At least I would say like up to 15 to 20 minutes.
Time.
I think all you really want is more setup relocate. So Axe is actually not bad. Clockwork actually might even be decent here as well. But something similar to that.
Axe.
Radiant team pick.
I think if anything, they probably just want to even I don't think they have to worry too much about the axe.
5 seconds.
The axe getting a little bit is actually okay for them. If anything, I would like to see a defensive support. This is the nut special. His teammates called him Witch Doctor for a short period. And this is also decent for that relocate combo. It's not the most defensive supports. I was like thinking of something more along the lines of Basil kind of defensive, where you can just keep someone alive. But I mean, there is Axe, so that's like totally out of the window. Witch Doctor. Totally good one. Witch Doctor, very good here.
10 seconds remaining.
Enjoy getting coconutted together.
5 seconds remaining.
Oh. You know what I predict
Prepare
game to
for
be like?
battle.
The way I see this game going is that overall I favor Faceless. But I think that they're gonna have to like work for it this game, because this is the kind of draft that you go for when you're just like, you know what, our chances are pretty low, our opponents, realistically speaking, are probably, you know, superior to us. Let's just have some fun. And when you have these kind of drafts, just really difficult to beat because it's so unpredictable. Everyone's just like, you see your hero on the mini map, let's just go.
Ooh, they're doing some I don't want to say like shenanigans, but this is we haven't seen this in a while. It looks like Xnova's looking to double stack with Io. He's got quite a bit of go saved up. In fact, all of his starting go, so he's going for the bottle first. So yeah, pretty standard stuff. He's gonna be going for the bottle, allowing Nana to spam out Invoker. And I did mention that the Ember was gonna have a tough mid lane, but obviously he's not mid anymore.
Oh, Ward gets spotted out. Ice walking uphill. Is he trying to clip someone?
Skewer! Rip!
Oh,
I mean, he's gonna get
goodness.
the ward at least.
Never refuse.
Man, you
He
see
had
Ice
to have
guys
known.
coming to you. All right.
He should have known it was coming. Oh god. I feel like every time Ice gets Magnus, this has happened without fail. He is always.
You were
clipped
here
on
with the last time he trapped an ogre up a cliff, right?
that. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what's the
And
worst
he was
part
stuck
is?
for 2 minutes.
Wait. Okay. Here's what he could do, right?
There's
He
a TP already. He's ready.
Is Ice ready to mess him up? Nah, Ice gotta wait. But here comes XY.
Wait, XY?
You could just TP out.
Oh, he got the TP though.
Yeah, that's fine. XY stuck, but obviously you roll back in. Right. Well, not as disastrous as before.
Only stuck for a short period and stuff.
Yeah.
What was it, like
Forever.
3 minutes?
Yeah.
Ben's already level 2 in the off lane, pushing in the lane really nicely. He's gonna get a decent amount from this lane.
Mana just letting it rip in the mid lane because he knows he's gonna have the mana regen. Although I think the truly strength of this lane is when Nana gets to walk up to jabs and go for a toss back combination, especially like under the tower range. But Nana is not doing any of that, at least not yet. Like instead
I
of
think that kind of combo is pretty difficult. If you're playing against a tiny wisp, like realistically speaking, you should never really put yourself in such a compromising position.
I mean,
You
that's
should
what
definitely know.
That's what I originally thought, right? I asked No Tail about that combo because obviously he played it a lot with was the Era back in Fnatic days, and then
Right.
he replied like, "What are they gonna do? Not walk up and see us? Like, you
Right, they
can't
have to
just
do
concede the
something to
lane."
get it. Yeah, that's true.
And then the Tiny just walks up. So, well,
Here we go.
There was a toss back combo. Don't need to get the kill here. I'll be careful with that courier. But like, you don't need to get the kill. You just keep harassing them. Make sure that Jabs just does not farm.
Jabs is definitely still farming. It's like a lot harder nowadays, especially with the introduction of shrines. Like it's really difficult to
get that kill. Yeah.
Yeah, to get the kill.
I mean, I think it walks both way, right? Because Wisp could shrine tether with Nana. So. Alright, let's see how this double stack works out here for X-Nova. Can you actually double stack? Like you get 53, 55? Is that the timing?
I think it was 54 and 50.
Okay.
This might still make it. Oh, it's close for the other one.
Ooh. This creep messed it up, man.
Because that one, like both of them kind of need to be at 55.
I'm pretty sure it's 53, 55, but I don't know. Haven't done that double pull.
And so far every lane is just kind of static. Not too much is happening. It's a little difficult for anyone to make pickoffs happen. XY is kind of suffering a little bit because of this, because there's not much for him to do. You can't exactly put both supports in the safe lane. Especially since Witch Doctor didn't go for the Maledict build, there's not really any way they're gonna kill. But Axe already went back to the jungle. The free lane for Black Nuts.
And this is where Nuts gets very dangerous when he doesn't need to zone out a laner. And sometimes he just comes out in those MVP games with an axe, and you're like what was he doing? Like, how's he gonna get the axe? So, he gets to like check the runes, get bounty runes, pull and stack, and all that jazz. X-Nova rotating up top here has an Invis rune, but not exactly sure what he's up to. And it looks like Invoker has just given up the lane. He's like, I'm gonna just go jungle a little bit.
Got bounty rune out of it as well. It's not bad.
Yep. But all things considered,
they'll have a lot of time to catch up later. Reverse polarity, an RP to set him up with Sunstrike, Chronosphere to set him up. He'll get a lot of contribution, experience and gold, most likely.
Okay. So you think it's just better for him to make sure he just doesn't die to this combo mid? And
Yeah, definitely.
okay.
Because even though it's kind of slow to farm jungle at this level, it's still better than what he's getting in mid.
Well, this does free up the Wisp a little bit, although I'm not sure what Wisp is gonna do with that time. I imagine he's gonna go for another stack, although it's not timed yet. Or did he just miss the stack? Yeah, I think he did.
I think he missed the stack. I think he went for it.
Yeah. IO really needs level, like... It's not the dream.
Well, at least on the other side, Earth Spirit isn't exactly getting too much experience. Although he's level 4. It's not too bad. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Just sharing EXP with Ice. This is just the strength of that. Pull up and power as fast as you can kind of build. Like Magnus is just jungling really quickly now.
Avalanche toss onto Jabs. Jabs has the infused raindrop as well. So it's gonna be fairly tanky, but obviously WG is working with essentially infinite resource.
Wiz TPing to the bottom lane?
Just to get the rune.
Just to get the rune.
Yeah.
To give Nana the double damage.
Okay.
Make a rotation to the bottom. It'd be really good for them if they manage to get the pick off, because they can do a lot of damage to this team.
Black does have Chrono, and Ben is trading some hits right now. He jumps away. And that should be it. They see the rotation coming in with the lane board that they have. Nana's gonna just pour it out, and Black does not want to commit the Chrono. Might commit it on Ben here, okay. I don't think Wisp could do anything here. He'll tether and give him some heal. No, that's gonna be it. First blood goes to nuts. Uh-oh, here comes Ice Ice as well. He tethered to the creeps? No, nice turnaround RP. That should be another kill. He fairy fires and yo, it's fine. Meanwhile, back in the mid lane, looks like Nana was able to pick up a kill just with Avatar's double damage right click, I assume.
Top tower is under attack.
And that was
Very nicely
RP
played.
used, not doing anything.
Perfect timing on that. Creep wave coming in, saving Nova, and well, Nana is gonna be full thanks to the shrine and the battery.
Yeah. The dream, man.
Gonna farm up 1 stack here. Not the greatest, but better than nothing. It really helps get his level 6 as soon as possible.
Yep. Do you think Nana's gonna go straight up Blink, or are we gonna see more of the carry-oriented build, especially when you have an IO?
I think he has to go Blink this game. It's like
Okay.
the only way they're gonna be able to kill off Void and the Magnus, I think, and the Invoker.
The Void one in particular is somewhat dangerous because if you don't kill him that combo, he just like time walks it all off. All of a sudden, you're in a bad spot.
What that Ancient Apparition second picks for
Okay.
ensures the kill. He's already level 5.
Yeah.
Had a pretty decent lane here.
And Ajin is also essentially free farming. He's got his Veil finish 8 minutes in. Normally, Jabs goes for a Blink BOT in this case. Do you see any reason to not go for that build this game?
I think it's probably the best build here, especially since you need him to set up for your relocate combo.
Sure.
This is overall a very solid item or item build.
Well, Tiny does have the Blink Dagger queued up.
We're gonna see some magic happen this game. This is actually like a really solid start for Warriors Gaming. This is exactly what they need to get that momentum going. A lot of rotations up top.
Yep, Berserker's Call is going to cancel the TP on the bottom side, so no Chronosphere in this fight, and I think they were expecting that.
Oh,
Nuts
nuts.
taking a ton of damage. He's going to go down. Black just kind of poured it in the lane. Ben walked up to him, he's like, sure, I'll call.
Man, that was just a ridiculous amount of damage. His Veil and level 3 Searing Chains and Nuts just melted.
Yep.
Feet and Chilling Touch. Ton of magic. I guess this is why they picked the AA. Now that I look at it, like this just complements the Ember Spirit like really well.
Oh my god, that Shrine overcharged tether. Everyone's back to full. Here we go, Black is walking down the farm. And they need the perfect combo. Avatos, it's gonna miss. They're gonna keep on chasing. He has Chronosphere, dual Chrono defensively, getting 3.
That's still pretty good.
Are they chasing? Yeah, they are.
They are going.
They don't care. He jumps on forward into the trees. He's cutting deeper and deeper in. Ajit is coming forward. And he has one more jump soon. Toss. Chain. He's rooted. He can't jump. And he jumps again into the trees. TP out, but Avalanche
He got canceled.
that one. Yep, and Black is still in there. He has jump in 1 more second. He's gonna try to get enough time to toss. Not gonna hit, and Black is still further and further jumping away. Meanwhile, Ancient Apparition is dead. The ball's on Black's face, giving them a little bit of vision, but he now jumps to the left side. Black hopping around, and they can't get the kill.
Wow, that was very, very impressive.
Face created? Yeah,
that was some
I mean,
face
he
created.
just cast a time walk every time he went off cooldown. And so that was enough. Meanwhile, Faceless was able to take a tower. I think they got an Ancient Apparition kill as well.
Wow, that was very well played by Black. It just looks so clowny from a spectator's perspective.
No. Skewer RP, but the RP got cancelled. And now the Sunstrike's gonna come through. I don't think it'll be enough. And here comes X Nova trying to pour it out here. Berserker's call into a dunk. Bang! That's gonna be a kill. So this build, if you haven't noticed, Ice does not max Shockwave. In fact, I've seen him max like Skewer and Empower before maxing Shockwave. That creep trying to clap really hard, but it's gonna feed too.
Yeah, the way Ice seems to play. Oh, Sunstrike! Oh, that was so close. I'm not sidestepping that. Well, he has the Blade Dagger now, so we're gonna see some more action.
Yeah. You were saying about Ice.
The way Ice plays Magnus is just incredibly farm heavy, and it's just it works so well. I'm really surprised that he went for Arcane Boots though. I would have imagined he would have went for the full out farming route where he just gets the Echo Saber first.
He never gets Echo Saber, ever. That's what I've noticed. He goes power.
Oh yeah, that's true, huh? He goes for... Yeah, he just empowers, and he always gets Helm the Dominator. Then he just goes for Blink, Power Treads. I normally see him with Power Treads instead of...
Scan right on top of the... of Black, but unfortunately the Ice Blast a little bit late. You know, Faces on the gank. By the way, not only does Nana have his Blink Dagger, Ben also has his. So I think right now they're just trying to set up some relocate gank. If Ben finds a 2-man call up here, the relocate is going to come in pretty much immediately.
Even without the call, they can just reinforce him. So Faces have to play this out very carefully.
Oh, they think they're going on Ben.
They see him.
I'm surprised that he didn't just jump into them, but obviously he didn't have perfect vision like we do, so I don't know how many is behind.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
That's the tower down. I'm kind of surprised to see that Nana just went bottom for this tower instead of picking up or something like that.
Yeah, he went for a kill, but could not find it. Now Black, they see. Link call, that's going to be on top of him. Ice Blast, triple remnant. They want him dead, and can they get him? No. He does jump away,
the
but
relocate's right on top of him, though.
Wait, where's the timing?
Oh, he didn't have mana? Yeah, where was
he? He just walked away. He's just like, look, Nana's. Alright. Top lane, Afu is gonna get RP, but he did get it off a cold feed. It's gonna be enough Sunstrike. Not gonna hit, and now suddenly he's trapped in there. Meanwhile, the Hadouken creep looking for the kill. I think he's still gonna go down. Hadouken creep just walks down the AA, but they did lose Magnus to go for that kill. Alright. You can see that
425.
Still a little unpracticed with the Wisp combo. Hopefully they don't mess that up too many times. That relocate was on point though. Like expecting to jump.
It was right on top of him. Yeah. He would have definitely died if there was an avalanche right on top of it.
But that's twice now that Black has survived against the gank.
Invisibility.
Full invis? I think all things considered, Warriors Gaming are still in a very good spot to make lineup work. They just have to be more careful with how they try to set it up. Nana? In trouble here.
Yeah, he definitely is. Magnetite's gonna get dropped off content, Sunstrike's available, and is the Whisk gonna rescue him? No.
Which is sitting in his fountain. Not gonna rescue coming out for him.
Just relocate in and start giving him nether heals.
He might have considered it if Sunstrike didn't hit, but because since the Sunstrike connected, there was just very little chance of him surviving that.
Faceless is slowly inching themselves into a lead, and they're mostly just farming their way into a lead.
They see jabs here. Walk past the ward. Don't actually know if he's farming this camp or he walked into the jungle.
Well, Ben is in a very good position. Now jabs, still
Okay,
farming
they know he's here now.
Pinging him out. It's a very good Berserker's call.
Top tower is under attack.
Right. Oh, got him. Yep. Triple remnant time? There you go. Wait. Alright.
Too much talking, not enough.
What am I gonna say? Ooh, nice Blink Avatos combo, and not just dead. And now XY might be a little bit trouble. Black coming in position. He jumps to the left side here. Is this the greatest escape of Black? No, Black Chronosphere only getting one. And
Put to the test again because he still has to keep running.
Yeah.
And has blink.
Okay, they see him.
Oh, they spotted him.
I think he's
Alright, there's no
this
escape.
time. Yeah.
Alright, Warriors Gaming, they're making it work. I really like this aggressive draft. Let's see if my prediction holds true. Where Faceless end up winning in the long run, but they have a very, very rough
Have to
game.
work for it. Yeah. I mean, so far it's a rough start. Nobody's actually doing that well. Ice actually is the highest farmer on his team, which is, I mean, I guess he's just farming creeps all the time, so it's not too unsurprising. And it's not really a blink where he starts doing a ton of work for his team. It's, in my opinion, is Shadow Blade. Then he becomes like really hard to lock down. Puts a lot of pressure on the gold pockets of the supports as well.
This blink is actually just really good for helping him push out these lanes.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Sunstrike's, or sorry, the AA ulti's going bottom. I think they want to defend this. Relocate might be coming out momentarily.
Okay, AI Splash is going to be good on two. Ben getting in position. Blink call, that's going to be on one. Lots of damage output. Relocate on the back line. RP though. Did it hit?
It missed completely!
It blinked. It got blinked by Nana. The plays here from him, and now with the RP here, but the Magnetize doing a ton of work. He's going to roll away. Do they have enough? And jumping forward. Chain. No mana.
Oh, not enough mana.
Oh, he
even
popped the
shrined for it.
Yeah, he shrined for it too. So despite all of the awesome play, there's just one kill.
Well, to be fair, it's a pretty big kill, right? It's
Yes.
they got jabs, and that was an RP completely
They-
whiffed. Like
they
Ice
lose the tower?
had the right idea, but he just
Yes.
misplaced it. I think Nana actually anticipated it, so he blinked immediately as well. Very well played from him. But he's getting caught here.
The net's gonna be available.
Ice,
Skewer back. We're
micro.
giving the death where he's gonna try to TP back home, but the coconut bounce. No,
Tower is under attack.
gonna get him. I think
When you
if
consider that unlucky, there are so many targets. He got hit by the coconut.
maybe. Do you see if he TP back to home on that TP?
Not sure, but regardless where he TP'd, I think if he didn't TP home, he was
think-
probably TPing to the Wisp. Or Wisp what?
No, I think he needs to TP to a shrine. Like if he TPs Fountain, he dies to Maledict. Shrine probably saves him. But regardless.
Or his Wisp.
Yeah, I think he got a little bit unlucky too. I don't know. Nuts could micro his cask, so probably just good play on him as start.
XY managed to finish up his Blink Dagger. This is actually really important for Nurse Spirit here too.
Yeah, man. Whenever he gets his blink, he starts to like get off these really great initiation. XY has been getting good initiation without the blink, but kind of takes him to the next level. It looks like he's going for a Yule Scepter next. That's pretty interesting. I would
Alright.
thought for sure he would have gone for something like a Glimmer's Cape after the blink, just to save his allies. But
Oh, this was the build that Black Cat. I think he also went Shadow Blade last time as well, right? The only difference was he went for the Mask of Madness.
yeah, I think the Shadow Blade was after the Mask of Madness. XY?
Size, he has his blade now too.
I mean, I think Faceless is okay just like farming, right? They have Empower and Midas. They can just take it slow.
Yeah, I think so, for sure. I think Warriors Gaming also realized this as well, so they trying to put some pressure on the map right now. There's smoke at bottom, but here.
Yeah. I think the onus is really on WG to make things happen. Right now, like, Faceless has still a tier 1 mid tower up. You see that they are smoking around very aggressively. Ajit has a ward on him. Probably should drop it like over here to see more vision. And he does. Did you see Ice running past? Does he have the Shadow Blade yet? Yes, he does. Alright. Wait, is that Ice's Centaur?
Tower is under attack.
Yeah, smoke ran out. Suddenly, army
Look
of
at these
Centaurs.
centaurs just running everywhere. They run so fast too. Ben can't blink away. You have to be careful here.
Okay, Simon. Wait, I heard the RP. He's on the
Nana?
back line. It's gonna be a Nana by himself. Defensive relocate.
He's gonna get saved.
out. Wait. It's not exactly the best relocate. He's still out there. Now they're gonna catch him. 2-man stun by XY to play. The meatball's gonna be dropped on top, and that Centaur is still on his butt. But he's okay. XY now is on the butt.
Oh, the
He gets
regen.
Nana, the god. Avatar comes back and gets 1 kill. Yu's gonna get easier, but here comes Ajit. Oh, the Chronosphere. No! He gets caught black just twice in 1 hit. Nana tries to juke here. The toss gonna come through. Jap's gonna be fine. What a clown fiesta. And WG still on the run. Alright, looks like we're good. I think I should have Wisp brought him home instead of to that like low ground.
I think he was. I think the idea was right, but he brought him back a little too where the battle was, where the team fight was happening. Like you don't. If you bring him back to the base, then it means either of them are going to be in the team fight.
Sure.
He relocated him just a little too close. He relocated him to the dire side stairs. I think if it was a little further back, then he definitely would have had the resources to heal him back up, and then they could have just went back.
Top lane black with the Shadow Blade does not have Empower on him, but Chronosphere, Sunstrike, that should be good. Maybe. Yo!
That's enough.
Oh, it was his Centaur. I thought somebody like I thought XY just kicked the Centaur in or some shit. No,
I
but-
think it has to be his own centaur because
Yeah, because if
if it's anyone else, he gets stopped.
Yeah, but that one just like charged in. I thought
I
it was
also
some
learned something
sick
new
level-
because
Yeah.
I learned something new because I thought it wouldn't work.
Wait, you didn't know that worked?
Didn't know that worked. I only
You
assumed
sleep
it
in the
was
build.
void and void
You go
illusions
Necro-
only.
You go Necro 3 on Void and it's just like,
Oh yeah, because Necro 3 is such a popular build on void.
yeah, you go Helm of Dominator Necro 3 and the Chrono. Sorry, I got way too hyped for that Centaur move. But it wasn't hype at all. It was just. Alright, Nana's gonna get a tower backdoor. He blinks towards the lane and now he's surrounded. He needs to go south.
What have we here?
Still a pretty even game, but Faceless going for the Roshan. I don't think there's any way Warriors Gaming is gonna defend this. They actually take it so quickly, even without any armor reduction.
Black gonna go for a BKB again. I'm a big fan of this mid-game BKB thing.
They're probably starting to feel very comfortable with their position in this.
Yeah.
By buying this BKB, I think they're probably feel confident in being able to take at least a set of racks with this BKB.
Wait, this time though they're gonna find a good easy pick. XY still here, he's out. WG get a tower off of this? They kind of have to, right? I feel like they just need to start converting these kills into objectives, like the way that Faceless is doing.
Yeah, at this point you're gonna have to take some objectives. It can't just only be about.
They know
killing
he's here.
heroes. Oh, did they spot him?
Is under attack.
It's out. Gonna try to defend this.
So much sentries.
Oh,
Okay,
this is such a
Nana's
good
gonna get
skewer.
skewer back. Where's the relocate? There you go. Perfect relocate. timing.
Perfect timing. That was just
Getting
perfect.
built back up. Oh, they see Ben. Ben gets clapped by the Centaur, but they don't want to fight this. He's out as well. Very good save.
That was Black's 10-second BKB. Well, you consider that a bait by Ice Ice Ice.
Power disconnect.
Hello?
Aghanim Scepter now up on Nana, so he could really start to play the farm game. Once you have Aghanim Scepter on Tiny, I don't think you're ever out of the game, because somehow if you magically win a team fight, you can start just taking Raxus. Oh, Nana gets purged, man. These Helm of Dominator creeps. Avatars trying to give him a little bit of assistance, but Nova is looking from the other side, says, I don't have relocate, man. I can't save you. And he's out. seen armies of Centaur, I've seen Satyr. They're just being so annoying. It's just like roaming them behind enemy towers. They do ping out jabs, they want him. They get a link force call, they got him, and they're gonna just burst him down, and he's dead. Meanwhile, XY in the back line trying to run away. X-Nova's gonna try to cut him off, but
It's under
I
attack.
think he will be able to. Meanwhile, Black's just gonna hit the tier 2 mid. It's gonna be another tower.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Ice. Shadow Blade again, looking for picks.
Game is like Discord is having issues. It's actually not me this time.
Quicker than I look.
I need to adjust Skype sound. Maybe you could let me know later if the audio levels is fine.
Okay, we'll just do it after this.
Should. Let's see.
Did I miss anything? I think Nana got picked off.
Yep.
The jabs got picked off right afterwards.
Yep. We didn't miss too much. I mean, WG is playing a lineup. It feels like they need to make these pickoffs count, but they just come once in a blue moon. It feels like.
Tower is under
Whereas
attack.
the Magnus as a pickoff tool is just more efficient.
Ben is trying to set up here.
Is the
Ember
Ice Blast
and-
coming in?
Well, the two cores are not even close to being in position. Oh, they spotted on ice.
Yeah, but unfortunately the Ice
But it
Blast
missed.
did not hit.
This might be
Now-
Ben's death.
Yeah, it might be. Defensive force staff and a defensive relocate, but Black coming in here. Is he gonna spend his chrono?
Oh, Alfu has to survive here. He's holding the gem. You do not want him to die here.
Ooh, nice chain here. You can maybe even shrine up. Black could guarantee the kill if he just chrono, but I guess he does not want it just for one kill at top lane.
Oh, X-Nova is gonna make it out.
Jab's gonna find one here, and that's gonna be a Nana. Nana stuck in here for a long time. Meanwhile, Black looks like he's doing some work on the back line here. Nana gonna be dead. Well, looks like they got Aegis of Black.
Yeah, Ben jumped in and Wisp was running away. They both got chronoed, so both of them died while Nana was getting picked off at top as well.
Yep, Ajit. The mid lane might get bash here. Ooh, Black. Threatening the chrono. He didn't even chrono in that fight?
No chrono was used.
Okay. I thought you said they both got chrono.
Oh no, they got. Sorry, so they both got RP. Alright, both shrines are gonna go down. All of a sudden, Warriors Gaming, their lead is like completely gone.
I mean, their lineup is
They're-
built on that combo, right? They just can't line that combo. At least not on top of more than one hero.
Radiant's top tower.
I wonder
is under
if it's worth for the Ancient Apparition to just like run all the way outside to the corners of the map when these push into the AA ulti as big as possible. Maybe.
You know, when Shrine first got introduced, I thought that would have been the play, right? You just like TP to a Shrine to blast your base. But it is not.
I don't think it's worth it. The rest of his utility is actually really strong. Just like having ice vortexes all over the place is worth it.
Yeah, chilling touch is key. Go feed randomly.
Strength renewed.
This
Mac-
smoke is immediately scanned out.
Yeah, and Magnus has a Octarine. Centaur, of course, coming in to scout things and also to stun people. And all of a sudden, it's WG in a very, very awkward spot.
They saw Ice walk past that ward, right?
Think so?
Look at these centaurs just clearing the wave.
Yeah. They're cleaving. This Centaur split push.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, Nana's gonna take this tower very fast if there's no response.
That fast since it's overcharged. He attacks so slowly.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Faceless.
Dire's
Gonna go
middle
threaten the
tower
high
is
ground,
under
Black in the front line with this BKB, and he jumps away. Does Nana's BKB change too much of anything? Like, he doesn't get Ice Walled and Deafening Blast. But I still feel like RP and Chrono is more than enough to lock him down.
There's like a lot of different things he has to deal with.
Yeah.
Outside of RP and Chrono. To be fair, I guess it's really difficult to actually catch him with the RP and Chrono.
Because of IO, I guess. The one thing
Yeah.
you need to be careful about is that I don't think Tether could be cast on a BKB unit, right?
Right.
So if he's BKB'd after getting RP'd or something, then he's in a very hard spot. He's just not afraid
Black?
walking
He's
forward.
going for-
okay,
oh,
break.
he got
He got
Kraken.
stunned. Alright. And okay. Oh, he just got everything.
And the Chrono is still up for Black.
Chrono and RP is up. Link skewer forward. They see Afu. That's a one-man RP and defensive force stab trying to keep him alive. Okay, they're healing him back
that
up.
just missed.
Yo, but Chronosphere? Black is looking for it, and looks like he's gonna just kill Axe. Yeah, Axe is gonna be dead. Ice Blast gonna be on top, but there's just no follow-up. Once again, you see the initiation from Ice in particular is just so annoying to deal with. That was a one-man RP and a support. And they forced a buyback.
Yeah, and that was also the AA ulti trying to
Has fallen.
come back. It missed on everyone, so
Yeah.
which is like a lot easier. They don't have to worry about it for 20 more seconds or so.
Alright, Ajit running forward. Gotta be careful. Oh, the silence by XY and Chronosphere. That's gonna clip him on the end, and now Black charges in. Oh no, the Axe trying to get a call. The defensive relocate is gonna come through. Ben is gonna pop the shrine, he's fine. And meanwhile, Ice Blast gonna come back in. Black.
Oh,
Yes.
our Black got blown up.
Alright, on the back line, though, they're still losing Raxus. They need to get a lot more on the way out here. Ajit moving forward. Does he have vision? He does not get the chain off here. Jabs running away very fast. They ping out Nuts. What a good defensive tornado. Tiny is alive right now, but Tiny needs the IO to relocate him in. So at the end of the day, that was a range Raxted and a buyback from Ben earlier. So still not too bad here for Faceless.
Warriors Gaming live to end once more. It actually wasn't that bad. I think killing off Black is actually pretty damn important. There's a little too much of an overcommitment from him though. That shrine just keeping Ben alive for as long as possible. And then that AA blast coming in.
Well, not. I think he committed for the Ember first, right? And then maybe momentarily
He
forgot about
he got relocated out though. They went on
Right.
Ben instead.
Yeah. Well, my point is, I don't think he... Like, I think he needs to keep in mind that defensive relocate is always a possibility. So, did you see what happened earlier when he supposedly broke Nana, right? And then he got
But
cracked.
then he got craggied. Yeah.
Like, that makes no sense. Like,
I think it's still. I don't know if I can consider it a broken mechanic, because I think you get craggied before you get your passive disabled. I don't really know how it works.
right, but if you got craggy before you got disabled, then the hit should never register. So then Nana should have never got broken.
it's kind of hard to explain, but it's like if you silver edge a Tiny, right? You basically technically you should only be craggied once, if it proc. The very first hit.
Alright, WG. Smoke gang, XY gonna break the smoke and you roll away banana! Get up the kill. Great blink forward to prevent that escape. But again, these are like just random 1 kills. Like this one was even on support. WG is not transitioning into any core kills.
More importantly, there's just no objective for them to take, or who they seem to pick off.
Well, Roche is up. But there's also Chi Gem now up on
Warriors Gaming.
they're killing these creeps. Yeah, both the supports have 1/1 each.
Black went for the Scepter build. More Chronos, more
Interesting.
kills, I guess. I mean, his damage is pretty damn good right now with that Empower. Like, he does 330 damage.
I
For a
guess
build
the
that looks
Scepter
really
also
defensive.
gives you like really good HP, so it's easier for him to time wall.
Well, an Alpha Wolf now too, so he does 400 damage.
well, Tiny is getting up there, man. He's going for a Mjolnir next. Do you like Mjolnir or AC?
I think for this game, I would prefer AC, especially since he has the BKB.
Yeah. I mean, Mjolnir is really nice against the Magnetize because they'll keep rocking, but apart from that, I think he just wants more armor and survivability.
Yeah, he's already got that cleave anyways. Just leave the AoE damage to the Ember.
Yeah.
Well, seems like neither side has too much interest in the Roshan for now.
Well, in theory, this kind of slow game favors WG because they gotta pick off lineup, but like I mentioned over and over again, it's Faceless that's getting the better of the exchange. And if you look at why Exciter's farming, he's going for Refresher Orb with Octarine on top. He is looking to one-man stun 5.
I wouldn't be surprised if he manages it too.
Yeah. Alright, Faceless now going for the Roche. And WG perhaps too afraid to take a fight outside the base. I mean, looking at both teams' vision, Radiant has one just overseeing the Roche. Dire has none. And that's mostly thanks to XY's gem that was freshly purchased.
I'm not gonna try anything here. Back out. Afu holding on to 2 gems.
Matriarch with prize.
But yeah, at least this time. Whoa, the whole team.
Yeah.
Looks like I'm not the only one with power issues here.
They also disconnected, I believe, in game 1.
Did they? Okay.
Yeah. During your little restart.
Technical difficulties, worst feeling ever. Especially when you have no real knowledge on how to fix it.
Sometimes it might just be as easy as, you know, restarting.
Restarting it? That was my
Sometimes
solution.
You need to go into like that prompt, that black thing. I don't even know because I must screw up too.
I mean, like I was saying, Afu actually managed to finish his Midas this game, so he's having a little better of a time. Actually saved up 3.5k, which is really nice. Having a scepter this game is pretty key.
Since we got a moment, what do you think Wisp Scepter should be? Since apparently all here. Yeah.
Tether can now tether 2 target once.
But how would that work? Because you need to have a separate tether skill.
Two separate hotkeys.
Yeah.
Separate tether.
Is
There
that
you go.
good? That seems like not good.
Think so? Well, why do you think Wisp is good in the first place? Because he can tether it, right? So you can do it twice.
But
It's like
normally
having 2 Wisps.
you just need to tether one person.
But now you can tether 2.
Okay. All right.
I think it's fine, right?
Sure.
And I mean, it seems okay overall since it's not a great idea anyways, right? Then it becomes a situational item, which is
Fair.
arguably
So the
what do you want for balance?
the only counter is a Bat Rider lasso with Ags, right? You
Lasso
tether
all
2, you
good.
grab 2, yeah. Anyways, you're back. Faceless with the Aegis, and honestly still with the overwhelming advantage in my opinion.
Yeah, fair. I think like they pretty much had the advantage for quite a while now, since Warrior Gaming's early game momentum was just cut off, I guess. Said they in a blue moon for a gank to happen,
Nana.
which is definitely not what you want.
Nana thinks he's farming here.
He wants to find the Wisp.
Here comes the
He
TP.
needs to find the Wisp.
Oh no, he missed! Sunstrike, giving a little bit of vision. He still has Blink available, but that'll be at top lane.
This guy's had the right idea. He knows Wisp is gonna be right behind him to look for the Wisp. He thought he knew exactly where he was, but it was. He thought he was TPing out, but they just walked away.
Nuts moving forward. The kick that's going to hit onto 2 Casket, bouncing, and that's going to be a good one. Def, we're going to work here. Ben in a lot of trouble. Defensive force that, but here comes Black. Where's the Chrono? He doesn't even need it. He's going to just right click him a couple of times, and that's going to be 2 picks
Would that I
Ice, moving on the high ground, threatening to get RP anybody else, but that's gonna be a Rex. Are they even gonna come back to defend this one?
Are under attack.
I don't think you try.
Yeah.
Because there's like
Dire's middle barracks.
no reason why you would want to fight without your aid.
Dire's bottom tower.
Well, they're gonna lose another lane of Rex though, because look at Black's damage output. My God. Here comes the buyback with the AA. Rax is still going down very fast. The
Oh, they're gonna go in. This
Avatar's
is it.
combo. They're gonna try to burn him down. He's got the BKB. He jumps away. RP on the back line. I think they got flicked or dodge or something. Nana pops the BKB. Now going on nuts. Nuts. Somehow very, very tanky despite being a Witch Doctor. He will go down. But the rest of the team now focusing on the melee set of Rax. The range Rax will also be going down.
Dire's bottom
WG needs to make something happen here. Catch like 3 or 4 people, but all they've got was Nuts. Nuts respawns quick because of his talent.
Yeah, and Faceless still have that Aegis for quite some time as well. If they really wanted to, just go heal up and take this last set of racks with that Megas.
Yep. That was a buyback on AA, so his Ags is not coming. You could buy 2 parts of it, I guess.
I don't even think you go for the Yags anymore at this point. I think if you see the push coming in, you just buy whatever you can to help you potentially win a team fight, like Force Staff or something.
Sure.
Best you can do, I think.
I think Atos is not bad if you could weigh a little bit more. But alright, XY's up on a cliff. Ooh, okay, Blink Yules into a kick combo. Silence is gonna be on top of him. Defensive relocate. Where is it? Relocate's gonna come out and alright. Well,
Wait, he didn't pull out Nana. Nana's
he
still
did it.
here.
Yeah, Nana's and now Nana's gonna be dead. He's not a BKB. Alright, and now Wisp is on the high ground.
Does have the buyback at least. But Wisp is definitely not going to make it out of it.
Okay. Valiant effort.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Valiant effort. Right? This is like the final hold. I'm pretty sure this is where they decide to go for the high ground.
Yeah.
At least force out the tiny buyback.
Ajit trying to go forward and slow things down, but that's a straight up RP. Second RP.
RP, refresh?
Oh, he did have mana. Or did he? Or he did.
He did, but they didn't need it.
Oh, Ajit had
Should
the
be 2 buybacks.
Ajit had the right idea. Oh, by the way, Black
Oh,
is
Black?
just chronoing killing people on the back line. The Zucker's called. There's a
Buyback, that's 1 buyback.
Here it is, but he pops a BKB.
Is under attack.
Now
nice
there's gonna be a
gun
second
from
one.
Fly.
RP bringing Ben back out, and now Ben is gonna be dead. You on the back line, Nana comes back in. Lots of damage output from Nana. Okay, that's 2 kill right from the get-go. The rest of the team focusing on tier 3 building. Ice goes in Biz. Do they have protection? It's the question. I think he actually might have stolen the gen. Yes. Ice stealing the gem, goes in Biz. Now focusing on the range racks. Meatball on top of Nana, but Nana pops the BKB. Now going to work. Defensive deal's gonna come up. Range racks. The only one surviving right now. They pick up XY in the air. XY gonna go down here. Range racks defended, I guess. Is Nana gonna go forward? By the way, Black still has chrono, or he does have one up in 5 seconds. Because of the
That's
Axe.
the for you. But I don't think Warrior Gaming want to push their luck here, because that was a buyback on Ember and Tiny. If they lose either of them, the game just ends right here.
Yeah.
So fighting it out to the bitter end.
Is there any chance for WG wins 1 team fight, now off the back of Wisp Tiny just cracks it?
I don't think so. And it just dies in a couple of hits. Oh, they're going on Black.
Okay, but he
But he
pops
does have
the
BKB.
BKB here, and the Chronosphere gets used, and now, well, Jabs walks into the Chrono, and you.
And that's
This is what I mean about that defensive relocate. Sometimes it's really hard to line. Did you kill the board? But GG has been called. Here comes an RP. And there's just so many big ass AOYO. And Faceless just overwhelms WG Unity for a clean 2-0 sweep.
close prediction. Is that enough damage? Magic damage though, right? It doesn't really do too much to Roshan. Well, I mean, when it comes to level 1 Roshan, it pretty much requires the whole team. Either that or you got some Ursa strat going for you. Not to mention their... Well, actually, you know, there's no dire advantage anymore, so they wanted to go for it. That's... I don't think we're gonna see that though.
Radiant team pick.
Okay. If I was Faceless, pick Ice, Magnus. Like,
10 seconds.
yeah,
remaining.
just pick it out here and go for Lifestealer or something.
5 seconds remaining.
That's Rubik. I don't think there's too much of a reason to... I think it's good, but you don't really have to pick if you really want to hide your other cores.
Faceless Void.
Dire team pick.
It could be Black Void as well, yeah. I can't remember, but I just remembered it was a very damage-heavy build.
Radiant team pick.
Ancient apparition.
Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Dire team ban.
I don't feel comfortable with this. Being Ancient Apparition just makes me feel a little sad already, even before the game starts.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining.
Yeah. Warriors Gaming pulling out the experimentation drafts.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Behold the Horn of Magnus.
Alright, they take the Magnus. Instead of a 3rd pick, they go for the 4th pick instead. Really... I mean, I think with the Magnus as well, he actually could just go more defensively if he wants. Even have to go as offensively, because the Empower should be a decent buffer for him in the early phase.
Tiny.
Radiant team.
I haven't seen this in so long. We got some old school draft here. This is why they picked up AA immediately. Why?
10 seconds remaining.
I think it's that, and it's also that this is like probably one of the best setup hero, not setup hero.
Team ban. Ten seconds remaining.
Ah, come on.
Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Dire team pick. Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
Definitely. I was just thinking of
5
how
seconds remaining.
sometimes when these games go really badly for the Ancient Apparition and you're against an Invoker,
Reserve time.
time and time again I've actually seen Ancient Apparition with like brown boots and try to work towards the Midas, so they have no stats at all. And they get hit by one
Dire team
they get
ban.
hit by one tornado and then Sunstrike and they're just dead. Like that's all it takes. So hopefully it doesn't come to that.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
There's also the potential for a mid gank too. The old feet into searing chains actually might be enough to happen. I think you might need one more support to rotate with you, but it's also a ability. That's a really good point. I'm not too sure how I feel about a second pick Ancient Apparition. I mean, if anything, I think Chilling Touch is probably the only justification I have for such an early Ancient Apparition pick, because overall it kind of similar to Luna's Aura. Like Chilling Touch also makes you win a tri-lane or completely dominate an offlaner if they decide to show up. Level 1 Roche for the